last year in 2021, Jay-Z gets accepted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he does his induction speech and so forth. But then, he doesn't mention you in the speech, but then he hops on Twitter and he says, in my excitement, I failed to prize and acknowledge Jaz-O. He was the hometown hero that made the dream tangible. Thank you, good man. Okay, let me lose the password for a year or so. Thank you all again. Incredibly humbled by your love.
Right. Why are you laughing?
No, I mean, like, just that last part at the end, the whole lose my password for another year, because he never gets on Twitter is the whole thing. Like he gets on Twitter once a year, basically. But yeah, I mean, he shouted you out, as one of the reasons why he is where he is. I mean, he didn't have to do that at the end of the day. He could do whatever he wants to do. He could shout out who he feels like shouting out. But he felt that it was important enough, since he didn't do it on stage, to really put that message out there about how important you were in his career. And here you are wearing a Plains sweatshirt right now, which is, a Rock Nation logo, on your sleeve right now. So I'm assuming that whatever things happened in the past have eventually, worked their way out, and the two of you seem cool again.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere past, the diss records and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It never went past that, because regardless of what was said within the songs or freestyles, like it was never that. And that was something that I didn't really want to explain in depth during the time, because, I wanted people to be on edge. They needed to be on edge, like, yo, is this dude just rhyming, or is he a fucking loose cannon? And that's basically how I like people thinking of me when they think of me anyway, because I don't want you to know, some people look at me, I'm a teddy bear. Some people look at me like, this nigga is a loose cannon. It depends upon depends upon where we are and the circumstances. But I when we met in Chicago, it was funny that, we just said, what's up, handshake and a hug. But it was, he's not, it's one of those things where, he just like, and what that meant to me, I got to say what it meant to me was that, fuck all that bullshit. And, I don't really want to talk about this shit. So if it's okay, let's not talk about this shit and let's move on. And you my brother and I love you. That's what I took from it, and it seems like I'm pretty accurate in that assessment. So, and there are a few things that I would take and say that's what somebody is saying by saying something else, because it's not them saying it and they didn't say it to me, but that's my assessment.